Hi team, welcome to the Road to the Ames Games. I'm Will Johnston, and over the next 6 weeks we're going to follow you and help you get prepared for the Anchor Ames Games here in the beautiful Bay of Plenty in September. We're going to travel the country and we're going to send in surprise sporting superstars to different schools and teams, just like we did to Tatahi Bay Intermediate in Wellington when we sent in All Black Nehe Milner-Skudder.
Kia ora, my name's Misha and I'm a Year 7 and I go to Tatahi Bay Intermediate and I am really excited to go to Ames Games this year. TBI is a school a bit out of Porirua and it's a small school with 123 students. When Nehe walked into our school hall, I was like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, the welcoming to the school was absolutely fantastic. I think just to be sort of a proud Māori boy, yeah, I'm really appreciative of it.
Kia ora, I'm Jack and I'm from Tatahi Bay Intermediate and I'm going to Ames Games for Rugby Sevens. Being a student at TBI is awesome as it's quite a small school, but you get to participate in a lot of different activities.
Sweet, just nice and easy jog out to the end. Do you guys see the big lamppost down there? Nah, we'll start on these cones. Yeah, no, it was great to be here and take the kids through a few drills. They're absolutely fizzing and you can see with the excitement. We're going to open up our hips. They were keen and eager to learn and give them a few tips that they can take away when they go up to represent the school at the Ames Games. It'll be fantastic. So this is going to be good to keep our peripheral vision, to know what's going on around us so then we're not banging into each other. And it's also going to help get our feet and our calves and everything that helps us jump and move quickly, get them all warm. Warming up is extremely important. The fact that you're getting your body ready to go, if you just jump straight out of the car onto the field, you're pretty much asking for injuries, especially at this age.
When I saw Nehe Milner-Skudder arrive this afternoon, I was so happy. Today's training session was great. I learned a great warm-up that will keep me from seizing my muscles and strengthen my core.
Everything that we do, the way we move, it all comes from our core. So if we're kind of weak and a little bit sloppy, then everything else isn't going to move properly. So all our hips, our glutes, everything connects back to our core. So if we make that strong, then it's going to make everything else a lot easier. Tackle technique is bloody important, especially at a young age. So if I'm going to tackle with my right shoulder, I want to get in nice and close, get my right foot in nice and close, probably about a foot away from the bag. Get nice and low, hit with the pad, hit with your shoulder, take a couple of steps and finish on top. If they do take a bit of a head knock, the first and foremost thing is to tell the referee or a teammate or the coach just so they can be aware of it and get them some help. Nice, good girl, good hit. Yeah, I think the Ames Games is a great tournament, a great concept, and to go away to a tournament like that, meet new kids from other schools and compete as well and have some fun is pretty cool, I think.
To see the Rugby World Cup and have a photo with Nehe Milner-Skudder and the cup was so special.
That was super cool because I've never seen a trophy as gold as that before. So we'll probably definitely take Nehe's drills into our trainings and we'll try and use them as much as we can.
I'm looking forward to going to the Ames Games because I'm going to be up there with all my mates, having a great time and playing a sport that I love.
How cool was it for those kids to get a visit from Nehe? And if you're a coach, bring your team to the Anchor Ames Games. You can sign up for a free ACC Sports Smart warm-up coaching workshop. It gives you the proven way to warm your team up, get them all amped and prepared for the Anchor Ames Games. Next, on our road to the Ames Games, we head to Christchurch and a sports-mad school that have been to all but one of the Anchor Ames Games.
This is Cobham Intermediate. We are an intermediate school in Ilam, Christchurch. We're a school of 630 and we've been coming to Ames Games now for 13 years. It's really important for Cobham to be sending students to Ames Games. It's one of the highlights of our year and it's one of the biggest things that kids look forward to in the year. It's a huge competition and I think just the enormity of it makes it such a massive event in our school calendar. This year at Ames Games we're looking at sending a range of different sports. We have some cross-country runners who will be going. We're also looking at sending a boys football team possibly girls and boys basketball teams and girls and boys hockey.
This is the bronze medal the boys hockey team won last year at Ames Games. We came third overall. We lost in the semi-finals to Whakatane, but came back in the final game for third, fourth and won that.
Hi, my name is Dasha Kogan. I am a Year 8 student at Cobham Intermediate and went to Ames Games for cross country, and this year I will be going for football. Ames Games was very cool because it was very challenging and very competitive, and you'll find other players that are better than you and you can learn from them as well.
The feedback from Ames Games students over the past few years has just been amazing. It is just the biggest memory they take away from Cobham.
This year I'm going to be playing football and I'm going to be the only girl playing. I think it's going to be fun playing with a whole lot of boys, maybe a different level and that play differently to me.
Just try out for the team, even if you don't think you'll make it, just try out. There's always a chance you will make it, and just give it your all, and it's amazing fun and it's just amazing time.
Welcome back to the road to the Ames Games. Over the next 6 weeks, we're going to be flashing back to some of the most memorable moments for the Anchor Ames Games. And one of my personal favourites happened on this very court last year in a thrilling netball final that was taken out by a very brave team in emotional scenes. No sport is more keenly contested at the Ames Games than the netball, with 110 teams ultimately whittled down to just 2 for the championship final. Berkeley Normal Middle School and Hutt Intermediate. And Hamilton's Berkeley raced out to an 8-goal lead early in the final, but by three-quarter time, Hutt Intermediate had clawed their way back to just 1 goal down. And in the final moments of the match, Hutt Intermediate then locked up the match with 19 goals apiece. But Berkeley worked the ball into the shooting circle, and with a few seconds remaining, they scored a dramatic winning goal. Hamilton's Berkeley Normal School, the 2016 Ames Games netball champions. So that was a pretty tough match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What was the hardest part about that match?
Just
Keeping
keep
going.
it, yeah. Not giving up.
Not giving up. That's awesome. Okay. And look, this game means something extra special for you guys. Can you tell me about what happened this week?
Okay, so earlier on this week, one of our very good friends and teammates' mum passed away from cancer, and we went into this competition and we gave everything we could for her. And this game, we just fought for her and we kept going and we kept strong for tomorrow. So yeah.
And I think
thoughts go out to her and her family.
I think everybody around the country wants to say thank you to you guys for actually showing that you can pull together as a team and pull off something like this. We think it's absolutely fantastic. We are so proud of you here at the Ames Games. And just before we go, is there anything else you guys would like to say?
Attack!
Go for it!
Are we ready? Ready? Yes, we are ready. Ready? 32, 25, Barclay, hee-haw, tick, tick, boom.
Last year, 270 swimmers packed out Baywave Aquatic Centre, and this year's going to be even bigger and better with the inclusion of para swimmers from around the country. They'll all be hoping to get to the amazing success and heights of Paralympian Mary Fisher, who didn't let her loss of eyesight get in the way of her dreams.
Kia ora, I'm Mary Fisher. I'm from Upper Hutt and I've been to 2 Paralympic Games as a swimmer. I got into swimming when I was 9 years old because I always just loved being in the water and I wanted to try it a bit more outside of just school swimming sports. So I went to my local club and really just fell in love with the sport. And then I moved into Wellington City and trained with Capital and made my first Paralympic Games team and brought home 4 medals, including a gold in the 200 individual medley. And I decided that I really would like to try and get to Rio 2016. And I did end up making the team, and I won the 100 metres backstroke in a world record, which was probably the best moment ever because I'd been so close to this time for 3 years. It's great that para sports are going to be in the Ames Games now because as an intermediate kid I didn't have any of those opportunities. I just raced against sighted swimmers, which is fine, but it's great that it's being more inclusive now of everyone and across different sports. So that's a really exciting development, that New Zealand society is becoming more inclusive and that everyone can have a go no matter if they have an impairment or not.
3, 2, 1.
If you want to have a go at the Ames Games, even if you're thinking about it only a tiny bit, I would say go for it and just see if you enjoy it. Because for me, I was unsure a bit if I really wanted to do swimming when I started, and then I went to a couple of different events, really enjoyed it, and the thing that got me to Paralympic Games was just sticking with stuff and persevering. When training got hard, I just had that goal in mind, and so that's honestly been the only thing that's got me ahead of anyone else.
How awesome is Mary Fisher? If you are a para-athlete, we would love to see you at the Anchor Ames Games. In fact, if you want to be a part of the Ames Games, you've only got 5 weeks left to register. So hassle your teacher, hassle your sports coordinator, your coach, your parents. We want to see you here in Tauranga at the Anchor Ames Games this September. It is going to be an epic week. Hopefully you can be a part of it. And catch us next time on our road to the Ames Games.